Hey, hey, lady bosses. How are you? Jody coming to you live today on this last day of Friday in September. Can you believe it? Holy moly. I know I can't. Oh my goodness. So if you're here with me, say hello. I see somebody there, but I can't. Let me see if I can see who it is. Say hello if you're here, guys. Where you coming in from? How the heck are you doing on this last Friday in September? And I'm so excited to have you here today. Thank you for being here. All right. I see a heart. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So you guys, hey, how are you? Hi, Jeanette. How are you, honey? Great to have you here. Thank you for being here. So we're just talking that, you know what? We've been diving deep into talking about business planning and goal setting for the last few weeks, right? So I know that I've been working on some of mine, and actually, that one session on the goal setting, really inspired me to relook at some of my goals. And so I'm going to tell you a quick story. So I I was going to tell you guys what those goals were. So back on the session, my goals, I had two major goals that I had on my list in 2023, and I had written them down, and I like lost the list, or I hadn't looked at it and I hadn't thought about it because, my squirrely brain, and I had SOS, which shiny object syndrome, right? I suffer some from SOS. Yes, I do. So, I actually found my goal setting sheet and I looked at my goals and I told my husband, I said, "Oh my gosh, I forgot that this is what I want to do. Hi, Marianne, how are you? Thanks for being here." So I forgot about my goals. So I'm going to tell you what one of them was, and it's kind of embarrassing, but what the heck? It doesn't matter because we're all getting to know each other here and no biggie. So one of the goals was, all right. So the deal is I had a root canal uh, several years ago and it went bad. So I had to have that tooth right there pulled. So I have a missing tooth. And this is really funny because it's just funny that I'm sharing this. So one of my goals on my 2023 list, and this was like toward the beginning of it, was I had talked to my dentist and it was going to be very expensive. And I'm not a fan of going to the dentist because I get a little bit of anxiety because of the pain or whatever. And I don't have a good tolerance to the anesthesia that he gives. Not a good tolerance, but it doesn't work. Like he has to keep giving me more and more and more because I can still feel the pain. But anyway, so I get a little anxious about going to the dentist's office. So maybe in the back of my mind, I just didn't want to look at my goals because I knew that I didn't want to get it done. But anyway, so at the goal setting session a couple of weeks ago, I pulled that up and I saw that that was one of my big goals, and I took action on it. You guys, I'm so excited. I'm pretty proud of myself. I made an appointment to go to the dentist. Went to the dentist and I had my cleaning, and I talked to my dentist, and we talked about the procedure and how that's going to look and how long it's going to take. And I actually had the office workers there in the dentist's office go ahead and submit it to my insurance so that I can get a quote back to see how much they're going to cover. And I'm actually going to schedule it. So I took 2 action steps towards that goal, and I'm going to get it done. So yay me. So you guys, so let me get some hearts in the comments. Hi, Gordy. Good morning again. Yes. Give me some hearts in the comments if you have been able to set some killer goals after our last chats, because I would love to know. So, and I spilled my big secret about my missing tooth. So you guys got to tell me what goals you're setting. All right. So yeah, it's fun, isn't it? Yep. So, but guess what, you guys? So setting goals obviously it's just the beginning, because the real magic happens when we can actually focus on our goals to get them done. Because again, like I said, I get squirrel brain, SOS, whatever you want to call it. And so I've been doing some research and really trying to figure out how I can focus and hone in so that I can reach my goals. And I want to share what I have learned with all of you. So that's what today is all about. It's about daily mental focus training. All right. So before I go any further, I just want to introduce myself for those of you that don't know me. My name is Jody Marvin. I live in central New York with my husband, Cordy, and I have 3 grown, beautiful daughters, and 2 grandpups and a grand kitty. I'm also an operations management consultant, and I train women to become online business managers or to create a business that simply aligns with their skills or passions. All right, so we're going to talk about the importance of focus today. So raise your hand if you've ever felt like you're juggling a million things at once. Yeah, like managing a business, or you go to work, or you're doing both, taking care of kids for those of you that have little kids, trying to have relationships with your older kids, cooking, cleaning, watching the grandpups. I mean, it never ends, right? So the whole shebang. Yeah, all of the things. Yes, me too. So being focused with all of these things that we have going on, you guys, being focused is our secret weapon to actually hitting our business milestones and our personal milestones that we've been talking about over the last few weeks. So trust me, this is the make or break skill for entrepreneurs, for us personally, especially for women who wear multiple hats. Yep, that's me. Yep, absolutely. So we're going to get down to business in a second, but I want to do one other thing. So I just went live on my personal page just to, just to say hi to everybody. And I want to play a quick game with you guys too. So we're talking about goal setting, but let's have some fun. I pulled out my game. It's called Let's Get Deep Friends Edition. And this is my question for you. So the last time I did this game on my personal page, I asked a question about me, and then my friends told me what they thought the answer was based on how well they know me. All right. So hello, who else is here? Yes. Anne, I hear you. My hand is raised too. All right. So this is the question that I'm going to ask you guys. So I'm playing this game. Let's Get Deep Friends Edition. And the question is, and Jess, if you're here, you already answered this on my personal page, but feel free to answer it here too. So if you could change jobs, would you? What would you do instead? That's my question for you. If you could change jobs, would you? And what would you do instead? I want to get to know you, ladies. I told you about my missing tooth and fixing my missing tooth, so I want to get to know you too. Oh, too funny. So much fun. I love these guys. I love that you're here. I love this community, and I'm just so glad that we're all collaborating here and working together because networking is very important, right? So, all righty. So let's get down to business here. So I'm going to give you 8 focus techniques that you can actually start implementing today. You don't have to do all of them. It's probably impossible to do all of them, but for some of us, who knows, maybe you can. All right. So technique number 1, it's called the Pomodoro technique. Yes, the Pomodoro is the Italian word for tomato. And I guess some university student was using a tomato-shaped timer or something when he was, I don't know, he was working on managing his schedule and stuff like that. So this is where that technique came from. If any of you know, have any other knowledge, like if you Google it or something like that, let me know. But so this is what it is. So the Pomodoro technique is an attention remedy for perfectionists like me and procrastinators like me of all kinds, right? So basically what you do is you work in focused intervals, and then you take a break, and then you repeat it. So you work for 25 minutes and then you take a 5-minute break. And why this works is because research has shown that short bursts of focus can actually improve your productivity. Is this true for you? If you take a break and come back, do you feel refreshed? I know I do. And so here's a bonus tip on this one. So during your 5-minute break, do something completely different, like stretching, a quick declutter, like maybe if your desk is a mess, clean it up real quick. I mean, not only will you, take a break, but it'll help you with productivity because you just got something else done. It'll help reset your mind for the next sprint. All right. Tip number 2 is called box breathing. Have you guys heard of this? Have any of you heard of box breathing? I'm trying to look at the comments here to see what you guys are saying. All right. So, okay, what is it? Box breathing is you inhale for 4 counts, hold for 4 counts, exhale for 4 counts, and hold for 4 counts again. And then you repeat that. So, and why research shows that this works is because it helps in calming your mind and reducing stress. So what you can do is you can try doing this before like a big meeting or a decision-making moment where if you're feeling stressed, because it will help you approach situations more clearly. Like even going on a live, sometimes I'm a little nervous going on lives or whatever. And when you're going to hit that live button, you're like, oh, wait a minute, I'm actually going live. Take some breaths, take some deep breaths. Use this box breathing technique. And have you ever seen those signs that you can hang on your wall? Just breathe. Seriously, just breathe. And then, it seriously does work, right? Number 3, this one doesn't seem like it would, I don't know, fit in, but it's memory cards. I've not seen these kind of cards, but I'm going to check it out. So what the known technique is, you grab a deck of cards or down like a memory game app. Have you ever heard that these are good for like older people that are, struggling with like dementia or Alzheimer's or whatever? I've heard that too. So, and why research has shown that it works is that it enhances your memory and focus through pattern recognition. So it's proven, it's like scientifically proven that this helps you with your mental focus. Isn't that crazy? All right. So the bonus tip is to make it a weekly challenge and to try to improve your score each time. All right. Hey, I see you. Thank you for being here. How are you today? Happy Friday. Number 4 is goal visualization. And what is this? So basically, you're going to visualize your dream day or how you'll feel when you accomplish your business goals or your personal goals. What does your perfect day look like? How do you feel when you're in that perfect day? So you want to visualize that. And why this works is because it keeps you motivated and locked into your why. Why do you want to accomplish that goal? And why do you want your, why do you want your life to look like that? Go back to your why. So a bonus tip on this one is to create a vision board and accompany your visualizations for added inspiration. So I've done a vision board before, lots of fun, it can be very effective. And we're actually holding a vision boarding session coming up very soon. And I will have more information for you on that at the end of this live. All right, so goal visualization. Just get my notes here. 5, quick exercise. What is it? How about a brisk 10-minute walk or a quick yoga session? And why this works is because I think we already all know this. These are not this is not rocket science or anything like that, you guys. It's just like, these are simple techniques. So why does it work? Because physical activity gets your blood pumping and it improves cognitive function. Yep, it does. So another tip here is if you're feeling sluggish midday, maybe instead of grabbing that cup of coffee, this is the perfect pick-me-up. My office up here, I work up in our loft here. And because our household has gotten shuffled around a little bit because some of my adult daughters moved home. And and my workout room that was down in the basement has now been transitioned up into our loft. So I could actually stop here and I have a treadmill right here. I have my little stair stepper thing under my desk. And it does help me a lot to, even just for 5 minutes, right? To just give you a pick me up. Number 6, this sounds simple, but I'm telling you, why we can't do some of these things that sound simple is beyond me, right? So number 6 is to hydrate. Yeah. What is it? It's a simple glass of water. Ask my husband. I think he gets picked on quite a bit by my daughters because they're always like, Dad, you need to drink more water. Right, Gordy? Yeah, they do. So why does this work? We all know probably that dehydration can make you feel tired and unfocused. Yep. And so, you can spice it up a little bit, put a little bit of flavor in your water, whatever, or add a slice of lemon, whatever, just to get you to drink more of it. Okay. Tip number 7. We've all heard of intermittent fasting, food fasting when we're going on diets, whatever, right? We're going to talk about a phone fast. A phone fast. Yes. Interesting, huh? So what is it? Put your phone down on do not disturb. Yes, they do hound you. Yes, they do. Put your phone on do not disturb for at least 30 minutes. And why this works is because it eliminates distractions and allows you to focus entirely on the task at hand. Now, my other tip would be to turn your notifications back on, because then if you go somewhere and put your phone down and you can't find it, it's on silent. And then I drive my husband nuts losing my phone all the time. So So that's 2 tips in 1 for that one, okay? And so, oh, Marianne, you quit your job, you quit your 9 to 5 job 3 years ago, and it's the best decision. Absolutely. Good for you. Amazing. Yes. Number 8 is active listening. And this is the final one. So, and what do I mean by active listening? All right. It's listening to a podcast, listening to a TED Talk, an audiobook for 5 minutes. And then after you're done listening to that, jot down what you remember. Not during it, but when you're all done, jot down what you remember afterwards. And why this works is because it helps in training your mind to pay attention to details. And don't we all need that? Yes, we do. So the bonus tip on this one is to choose topics that align with your business goals for a double win. Knowledge plus focus. And those are my tips for today. So now let's tie it all back into business planning and goals. And guys, again, these tips, I mean, it's not rocket science. They're super simple tips, but why they're so hard to implement, is beyond me. Like even drinking the water or sitting back and breathing, isn't that crazy? Something so simple, yet, and they're free. These are all free things that you can do to help with your mental focus, which will help you get to your goals. So, man, that's kind of exciting. So we're going to tie all this back to our business planning and our goals, because all of these tips that I have right here, we need to change our mindset. These are not just nice to have. Yeah, it's nice to drink water. Yeah, it's nice to use that Pomodoro technique and just, work in 25-minute chunks and then take a 5-minute break. Yeah, it's nice to visualize your goals. It's nice. But you know what? If you really want to hit your business plan and your goals out of the park, you need to change your mindset, and these need to be need to haves, right? Simple techniques, but they're super needed. They really are. So the more you train your brain to focus, the more you'll get done and the closer you'll get to your dreams. It's that simple. I know that I'm going to implement some of these. Which ones of these will you guys implement? Oh, yes, Emily. I love my podcasts too during my walks. And maybe now what you can do is after you get back from your podcast, write down some of the things that you remember. But that's, because that's your mental focus training, part of your mental focus training. So let me see. So before we sign off, do you guys have any questions? I know these sound like super simple techniques, but I mean, when I started researching these, because I've had squirrel brain and SOS lately, I need to find things to implement into my daily practice so that I can have mental clarity and I can focus and I can really focus on my goals, right? So, all right. Yes. Is that a brain, Emily? I love it. All right, you guys. So that's it. If you're going to implement any of these, let me know which ones the phone fast. Oh, yes. And Marianne, the phone fast is perfect. I need to do that too. Turn off my notifications while I'm, working on the task at hand. Perfect. So there's no interruptions. Absolutely. Anybody else? Anybody else going to implement any one of these 8 techniques? I think I'm going to try the Pomodoro technique. And let me see. Goal visualization. I'll be doing that. Absolutely. And drinking water. I do have my water right here. I do. One of the things that I'm going to try to do is maybe I'll bring up like a jug of water and set it up here, and then I can refill my glass without having to go downstairs, because it's one less thing to do. So, all right, you guys. So, what else do I have for you? Oh, you know what? It might be a good idea to take these. I don't know if you took any notes or anything, but take these 8 tips. Goal visualization. Yes, Chrissy. Absolutely. Hi, Chrissy. Good to see you. I don't know if you're home or traveling, but I know that you're a busy lady. I'm so glad that you took the time to hop on here. We're going to be doing goal visualization very soon, early November, and I'm going to be releasing the what do you call it? The supply list that's needed. So let me just tell you what's coming up, you guys. So we have a super exciting October coming up, and really to the remainder of the year. So on Friday, October 6th, I have the amazing Kat Griffith. She's an empowerment and transformational coach. She's going to be talking about building your confidence in your next chapter, which is so cool. I could use a little more confidence in my next chapter, so I'm really excited about that. That's going to be at 4 p.m. Eastern on October 6th. And all of these, oh, Jeanette, very good. You're drinking 100 ounces of water a day. Good for you. I need to do that. Chrissy's getting ready to fly to London. What? That's right, Chrissy. Do you have room in your suitcase? That's going to be amazing. And I hope that I see some pictures with your pinky way high in the air when you're having your tea at high noon. Is that right? That's so exciting. What an amazing experience that's going to be. I've always wanted to go there. It's on my bucket list. Yeah. All right. So we have the October 6th with Kat Griffith. And then after that, we will have the amazing attorney Lauren Buckner back with us in our Women in Business series. She's going to help us navigate our businesses through 2023. That's again, Wednesday, October 18th, but she's going to be on once a month until the end of the year, helping us navigate our businesses. And if you haven't hopped over to her group, it's called The Business Builder. I highly encourage you to go over there because that girl is rocking it. She is on top of her Q4. She's doing amazing things, and she's an amazing mentor and a role model. So I would definitely encourage that you go check that out. And I'm very excited to have her back. So the Wednesday, October 18th issue is going to be a special spooky Halloween theme. So you can even come with like your witch's hat on or your costume or whatever, because we're going to make it fun and spice it up a little bit. But we're going to be talking about horror stories, business horror stories. So that's going to be really fun. I can't wait for that. Friday, October 27th, we have the amazing Rick and Dava Needle husband and wife team. They own Alter Image Photography, and they are serial entrepreneurs and own other businesses as well. They're going to be talking to us about the importance of headshots, and they're going to give us all kinds of pointers. And oh, that's going to be so much fun. I just can't wait. And then Thursday, November 2nd, that's going to be in the evening, so that for those of you that work, we'll be able to have plenty of time to do some vision boarding. And I'm going to be bringing on the amazing author and ghostwriter, Marsha Layton Turner, who will be, she will be running the session. Again, I have a supply list that's going to be needed. I'll be providing that very soon. It's not a whole bunch of stuff, but you might want to start gathering like some magazines, and you're going to need like one of those foam boards and things like that. But I will have a complete list ready for everybody. And actually, I would encourage you, if you have some friends, some girlfriends, invite them over to your space and do your vision boards together. I actually have two friends. My two lovely friends are coming over that evening, and we're going to do the vision boarding together. So I'm going to have the hot cocoa and the tea and maybe some snacks ready to go for that. So that's going to be super fun. Really, really, really excited about that. So that's today's session, you guys. If you guys would like to have a copy of these 8 tips, let me know, because I'll throw these together for you. And what you can do is maybe print them off and put them on your corkboard or put them on your refrigerator, because then you can pick maybe like one a day or something and implement these and report back here in the group. Are these helping you at all? I would love to know. I would love to know if the breathing techniques help, or the Pomodoro technique. I'm really interested in that one, because focusing for 25 minutes and then taking a 5-minute break. I mean, to me, that sounds, you can do anything in 25 minutes, right? But when you think about working for 8 hours, it's daunting, right? And we all need to take breaks. We need to stand up, we need to stretch, and all that other good stuff. So that's it. All of my rock star ladies, that's it for today. So here's to being the focus queens that we are, that we're always, and that we're meant to be. And I will see you guys in the next live. Have a wonderful weekend, and maybe I'll report into you from Jersey to say hello. And please do comment below. Let me know if you want a copy of the 8 tips, and let me know if any of this stuff is working for you. All right. Marianne, you're so welcome. Yes, Jeanette, I can't wait. And Emily, I can't wait either. I can't wait for the vision boarding. That's going to be so much fun. All right, you guys, have an amazing weekend, and I will see you next time. All right. Bye.